The shift, the alignment, the healing, all of that, it starts here. And so you got to get this right. And God's trying to get this right so that you can overcome and move on to the next level. All that is in here. You got to get this all together. All of this in your head, you got to get together. The shift, the alignment, the healing, all of that, a lot of it starts in here. The identity, it starts in here. If you could just change your mind, you could change your life. Along with God's grace, you can handle it. You can handle anything and everything that comes your way. But you got to get this together first. You know, it's time for you to execute. But it's something in you that's not allowing you to execute the things that you know you got to execute. Right? It's a lot of idleness, you know, a lot of laziness, a lot of sitting down and procrastination. And you know procrastination is self-sabotage. You great. You know that, right? You amazing. You great. You're awesome. You're worth something. You're worth it. But you have to see that in yourself. But it starts here. Sometimes we're not moving forward, not because God didn't say we're not ready, not because God didn't say it's time, but really it's something. There's some fears, some unresolved issues that we haven't gotten to yet, and that's what God's trying to get through to you. Some of you guys, the only reason why you're not moving and you haven't touched the very thing that you want to touch is because it's in the thing that you see as insignificant. It's in the thing that you see as too small. So it's time for some of you to begin to start looking at something with a closer lens, because there's some things that you have in front of you, but you see it as invaluable. You see it as insignificant. You see it as too small. But it really is intricate, and it has a lot of moving parts, and it's very valuable. God, for some of you guys, is getting ready to make things appear closer and make things appear bigger so that you can be able to see the very thing that He placed in your hand. A lot of us, sometimes we don't understand what we already have in our hands. We so busy chasing after money and chasing after all these things, when He's giving us the wisdom and the grace. He giving us everything. It's right in your hand, baby. But you got to change that mindset first. It don't matter how much money God put in your hand. If you got a poverty mindset, that money gone. A lot of y'all, it's not even the fact that the vision that you have is not going to make or profit what you think. It's just the simple fact that you don't see the value in it. It's like you got to go back to the beginning and remember why you started the very thing that you started. Something happened along the way where you don't love this thing anymore. You see it as unimportant, but there was a point in time where you were passionate about that thing, and it's time for you to get your passion back, and it's time for you to allow God to take you back to the beginning. A lot of y'all, it's right in your hands. You this close. Hold on. You have the key. You this close to your breakthrough, but it's in here. And God got to get these right, your eyes, because you can't see all the way. So God's going to illuminate and help you see the things that you can't see. All you have to do is go pray and ask Him, because He gave it to you. It's in your hands. You have it. Some of y'all, you got it. You got it already. You just need God to help you see the beauty in it, because you see it as too small, and it's not too small. It's very valuable. A lot of times we have it already. We just don't see it. So we have to sit there and understand how that thing is and why God made it the way He made it. Why is He moving the way He moving with you is the question. Breakthrough starts in here. So you have to begin, one, to change your mind, and then allow God to change these. But not only allow Him to shift your perspective, He has to deal with your heart too. Because as your mind changes, your heart changes, and your feet will follow. So if you catch me, I'm not talking about one thing. I'm talking about multiple things. Only you know what I'm saying to you. By the Spirit of God is what I'm saying to you. Don't be foolish with the things God gave you because you are unable to see the value in it. It's okay to have a lot of things, a lot of ideas, a lot of visions, a lot of things that you want to do, but sometimes you got to focus on one first. You got to get this thing together first and value that. Instead of trying to jump all around, you have to be solid in something first, and then you can move on to other things. But some of y'all, it's just the lack of implementing the very thing that He put inside of you, actually putting it into work, actually bringing it to life. Because God didn't give you something for no reason. You're not constantly thinking about it over and over and over and over again for no reason. If you couldn't be a part of it becoming a reality, God would never put it inside of you for you to even think about it. You know, it's like some of y'all, you just gotta set the intention and keep going and making it happen. Not just setting the intention, you do it for a day or two and then you drop it. You have to continue. But there's a lot of habits that has to be cut off and new ones that need to be created and made in order for you to bring this thing to pass. But this right here, this is where breakthrough gonna start, right here in your mind. You have to get this together. You got to get your head together. You have to allow God to renew your mind in any way He sees fit. You got to allow Him to fix this. Because if you don't have a sound mind, it's gonna be hard for you to do anything. And as those things internally change, the way you see things are gonna change. The way you deal with things, the way you move is gonna change. Your procrastination is holding you back. Your procrastination is holding you back, friend. You have to get these things done, or you will never see the very thing that God wants to bless you with, because you don't want to put the work in. Sometimes God has connections and things, and it's up to us to get up and go get them, to be in the right place at the right time, or we miss it. Before you make any move, take it to God. Take it to God, because He knows what is best for you. You know, He knows what's gonna work out.